library was founded in 1960 with the help of Indianapolis-based pharmaceutical industrialist Hosea K. Lilly Jr. Aside from being well known for his family-owned and operated corporation, Eli Lilly and Company, he was also very involved with charity and community work. Many of his philanthropic endeavors are still presently well known. Lilly was an avid collector as well and had vast collections of books, manuscripts, artwork, stamps, and coins, among many other items. Starting in 1954, Hosea began to donate some of his coveted treasures to Indiana University in Bloomington. Over 17,000 manuscripts and 20,000 books arrived at the university over a span of 3 years and became the solid foundation for the Lilly Library that still currently exists on campus. Accompanying the generous donation to the university of books and manuscripts by Mr. Lilly in the late 1950s were more than 300 prints and 50 oil paintings. Combined, these precious items that were so lovingly collected over the years provided great materials for the opening of the library. Even after his death in 1966, Mr. Lilly and his passion for collecting remained the most important asset to the library. According to the library's website, at the dedication of the Lilly Library on October 3, 1960, Frederick B. Adams said that, "Mr. Lilly's books cover so many fields that it is difficult to believe that any one man's enthusiasm could encompass them all. It is equally astounding that he was able to acquire so many books of such scarcity and quality in the short space of 30 years. Money alone isn't the answer. Diligence, courage, and imagination were also essential. The famous books in English and American literature, the books most influential in American life, the great works in the history of science and ideas, all these are among the 20,000 Lilly books in this building."
The hours of the Lilly Library are 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. It is free to visit the library, which is located on 7th Street in Bloomington, Indiana. Now the library holds about 400,000 volumes, 7.5 million manuscripts, and 150,000 sheets of music. A few examples of items that are a part of the Lilly Library collection are Abraham Lincoln's desk, George Washington's acceptance letter while becoming the first president of the United States, and the New Testament of the Gutenberg Bible. Recently, the Lilly Library celebrated its 50th anniversary with the Treasures of the Lilly Library exhibition. In this exhibition, the best features of the collection were brought together in celebration of the anniversary, including the first edition of the Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer, which dates back to the 15th century. There are currently events going on with the Lilly Library, such as collecting comics at the Lilly Library in translatability, high and low, and Mondays at the Lilly Library.
Josiah Kirby Lilly Jr., born in 1893, was the youngest son of J.K. Lilly Sr. He earned a pharmacy degree from the University of Michigan and began working for the family's pharmaceutical company, Eli Lilly, in 1914 as vice president. His main focus while working for the company was on personnel and marketing. Mainly because of his efforts, Eli Lilly and Company became known for its personnel-friendly policies, such as fair wages, benefits for employees, and more. In 1948, he left his previous position to become the president of the company. When entering the library, visitors will find themselves located in the main gallery. The exhibitions in this gallery highlight the themes in the library's collections and change every 3 to 4 months. 2 well-known portraits of George Washington hang in the main gallery, one by Gilbert Stuart and the other by Thomas Sully. Other oil portraits are of literary, historical, and scientific figures represented in the Lilly Library's collections. Some examples of these are Thomas Jefferson, Robert Frost, and Booth Tarkington, just to name a few. The Elizabeth Ballroom, named in honor of Elizabeth W. Ball, consists of a collection of historical children's books, natural history, and literature. The assortment of books on the shelves in this room reflect the collecting interests of Miss Ball. These were presented to the Lilly Library in 1983 by the George and Frances Ball Foundation.
Jerry Slocum Mechanical Puzzle Collection is an extensive collection of over 30,000 puzzles and 4,000 puzzle-related books. Mechanical puzzles are different from word or jigsaw puzzles in that they are handheld objects that challenge the user to achieve a very specific goal, such as creating a certain shape or arranging colors in a certain order, such as a Rubik's Cube. The current display is made up of roughly 400 mechanical puzzles that represent the challenges put forth by 5 continents over hundreds of years. The puzzles currently on display are only a small part of the entire collection, and more will be coming over the next few years. The Slocum Room is often used for lectures and presentations, but is open to the public when it is not reserved. Jerry Slocum started the Slocum Puzzle Foundation to educate the public on puzzles through exhibits, exhibitions, collections, and more. This led to him donating over 30,000 puzzles to the Lilly Library in 2006. It was the first puzzle collection of that magnitude that has been presented in an academic setting. There are few puzzles that are not behind glass that anyone can come in and try. These challenging mechanical puzzles can be a fun and free way to pass the time. Behind the glass are more extensive and complicated puzzles, just meant to be looked at.
Future exhibition will start at May 24th till September 4th, 2010. An exhibition highlighting unexpected and unusual books, manuscripts, and other physical objects from Lilly Library's collections, including a catalog of the different specimens of clothes collected in the 3 voyages of Captain Cook, Rita Hayworth's makeup case, George Washington's proclamations. To recommend a day of public thanksgiving and prayer, an early manuscript of The Messiah by George Frederick Handel, Guatemala music manuscript from the late 16th and early 17th century, the earliest known manuscript of Old Lang Syne autographed by Robert Burns, and first printing with music of Star Spangled Banner. The exhibition will also include some royal materials such as Queen Elizabeth's Grey Seal and the Memoir of King James.